Hello, and welcome back to CERN for Dummies. We're going to pick up where we left off, but let me back up a sentence or two. If you are just coming here, please go to part one. So, another quest was to determine the geometric shape of the universe. You're about to read how the Bible not only describes the moment before the beginning of creation, but it also gives the geometric shape of it, and one of the most advanced mathematical logarithms and physical constants in the universe. Using the Bible and this geometric shape of the beginning of our universe, one can see how the universe was collapsed to create the event known as the Big Bang. Maybe not everyone here agrees with the Big Bang, but I can make it fit all your paradigms. Knowing the geometric shape of this moment, we can see how the universe expanded, giving us the geometric shape of our universe today. Further, the book of Revelation, chapter 4, in the Bible is really a description. Believe it or not, folks, it is, in fact, a description of the geometric layout of the universe. Once this shape is established, it can be used as a computer to confirm some of the most world-renowned physics theories of our day. More astounding, it provides the means necessary to break through where all theories have fallen short. That is what my theory of harmony is. Albert Einstein said, quote, "Raise new questions, explore new possibilities, regard old problems from a new angle," unquote. In order to find the theory of everything, we must explain it from the beginning, and further, before the beginning. In fact, scientists for the longest time insisted that the universe was eternal, that there was neither a beginning nor an end to it. Einstein's general theory of relativity predicted that space was expanding and that all the matter in the universe is moving away from an apparent point of origin. Einstein, however, did not initially recognize this prediction, amongst others. Astronomer William de Sitter found that Einstein had made mathematical errors. Yeah, folks, you may not know this. He made quite a few, and people have been running around fixing them. When corrected, de Sitter found the mathematical prediction that the universe was apparently expanding away from its point of origin. Einstein's theories provided the seed for numerous discoveries that point to a finite universe. One of the most remarkable outcomes of Einstein's theories was the discovery that time itself is a physical property of the universe. In fact, it turns out that space and time are so coupled to each other that one cannot exist without the other. Because of this coupling, physicists now speak of space-time. Several years after Einstein published his equations on general relativity, three British astrophysicists, Stephen Hawking, George Ellis, and Roger Penrose, turned their attention to the theory of relativity and its implications regarding our notion of time. In 1968 and 1970, they published papers in which they extended Einstein's theory of general relativity to include measurements of time and space. According to their calculations, time and space had a finite beginning that corresponded to the origin of matter and energy. Remarkably, they concluded that prior to that moment, space and time did not exist. And I am going to show you all of that. Yes. Surprise. The Bible already told us this. Let's take a look at the beginning of the Bible, the book of Genesis. Quote, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep, unquote. All scriptures are quoted from the King James Version of the Bible. This obviously means that there was a beginning. Before that, space and time did not exist, and that God created everything. A deeper look is necessary. Quote, in the beginning, God created, unquote. This is the traditional translation of what is it's a somewhat complex and debated Hebrew sentence structure. Other translations possibilities Other translation possibilities have appeared in the last century, but they presuppose the existence of chaotic matter. Nothing in the remainder of Genesis, nor in the Bible as a whole, requires or necessarily recommends this view, even though such opinions are biblically tolerable. Still, the most direct and fully acceptable translation is the traditional one, adopted here. In the beginning, God created. However, the existence of chaotic matter being biblically tolerable alludes to a deeper understanding of the universe. And I'm going to show you that geometric shape of the universe shortly. The word void is defined in... Oh, sorry, it's late here. I'm tired. The word void is defined in the dictionary as containing no matter, vacant. Clearly, this is what the Bible meant when they went on to say that this was without form. We have a mathematical logarithm that is a universal physical constant that describes the exact moment that matter becomes chaos. And this is called the Mandela equation. What's interesting, in case you stumble upon this site from the Mandela effect, known from the leader Nelson Mandela, the Mandela equation just has an extra L in it. Drop the L and you got the Mandela effect. And by the way, they're all related. In case you ran into this from the Flat Earth Society, it's all related. Everything. Nothing's a coincidence, and yet it all is. So, taken in reverse order, this simply could be a description of the exact moment before matter was created. Why not? Even more profound, the Bible has given us an exact description of what the universe was like before the creation of matter. It was chaos. Only chaos to physical beings. If you're a physical being and you say there's no height, width, depth, space, time, no physical matter, well, to you that's chaos. But that's just because you're in this limited little box physical universe and you just simply haven't opened up your minds enough or been exposed to it to understand that there's more than what you can see, touch, hear, taste, smell. And that's what these physicists have discovered. That's what we're talking about. The physics, the quantum physics, what they're doing in CERN. It's a new era. We're all opening our minds and talking about things we could never talk about before. Matter, space, or time did not exist. In comparison to the universe we know today, there was nothing. Well, if you're a physical being, that's what you would call it. In conclusion, we have a universe that is just described by the Mandela equation. However, we must keep in mind that this is only chaos compared to what we know as the universe of matter that we live in today. We're going to get back to this, but for now, let's look at what Jesus has said about our present day universe. I'm going to begin